Hey everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to another DIY video. We've only got a couple of months till Halloween, but if you're like me, you've been planning for a while now, maybe even since last Halloween. But with only a couple of months to go, it's crunch time. And maybe you've already decided you want to do a Harry Potter Halloween. If that's the case, you're in luck because I'm going to be doing a series of Harry Potter do-it-yourself videos from now till Halloween. I've decided to call this series Muggle Magic. In this series, we're going to be covering things like the Nimbus 2000 broomstick, chocolate frogs, boxes and cards, recipe and all, the sorting hat. I'm even going to do one for Harry Potter's scar and how to make it look realistic. So if that's something you're going to be interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instructables.com. I'm also going to be starting up a Pinterest and an Instagram account soon, so look out for that, links in the description. Anyways, this intro has been way too long already, so let's get into it. To kick this series off, we're going to do something really fun but extremely simple: Harry Potter party printables. So basically, if you're going to do a Harry Potter party, you can use this stuff just to decorate your house and as just like props laying around for people to pick up and say, wow, this is really cool. I'm probably going to have to do more than one video because there are so many things you can print out. So consider this Harry Potter Printables Volume 1. Without further ado, let's get into it. First of all, let's go over the supplies. You're going to want a cutting mat, a ruler, an X-Acto knife, and a pair of scissors. As for supplies, that's all you really need other than paper, maybe some cardstock and a printer. You're definitely going to need a computer and a printer. So go ahead and head over to my Instructables page for this video, which is linked in the description below. You're going to want to download that. It comes in 8.5 by 11 paper, A4 size paper, and there are a couple of things that are 11 by 17 paper. So once you've downloaded that zip file, go ahead and extract it to your computer and print them out. Some of these files have no background, and that's if you want to use some kind of specialty paper, like actual newsprint paper or some kind of old-looking parchment. If you don't want to do that, I've already set everything up so that you can just print these things on regular paper, and it has backgrounds in it already. So go ahead and print those templates out and let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we have here are the Azkaban number plates. Now, you can use these to take pictures of the guests at your party with them holding this and then, make them look like the Azkaban prison mugshots. I've printed this on cardstock. You can also print it on regular paper if you want and glue it onto a piece of cardboard or something to make it a little bit more sturdy. But all you want to do, and this is going to be the same for all of these printables, is take your ruler, line it up with the edge of where it's printed, push down really hard on your ruler so your X-Acto knife isn't slipping around and the paper underneath isn't slipping around, and then just go ahead and follow along where the edge was on your ruler. Now, if you can see here, I have accidentally left a little bit of white on here. That could possibly happen to you too. So if it does, just go ahead and take a little thin strip off. And there we go. So now we have these Azkaban number plates. Next up, we'll print Ministry of Magic this way. This requires absolutely nothing more than printing it out. You can tape this above your toilet, because they go down the toilet to get to the Ministry of Magic. Next up, we have Moaning Myrtle. We're just going to use our scissors to cut her out. And there we go. Now you can take Myrtle and put her on the reverse side of your toilet seat. So when your guests go to the bathroom and they lift up the toilet seat, there's Myrtle. Now, I don't usually like toilet jokes, but this one is actually pretty good. Next up, we have the Skeeving Snack Box. You don't have to cut them out, but I suggest printing them out in a whole bunch of different colors and then just leave them laying around like they're advertisements, or leave a stack of them somewhere so people can take them if they want as party favors. For these, I just print them out in a few different colors and then fold them about 1/3 of the way this way. Fold this side over like that, kind of like, a letter, and then take them apart. And now you have a stack of ads you can leave laying around somewhere. Up next, we have wanted posters for Bellatrix and for Sirius Black. So these are pretty straightforward. Just print them out and cut them out using the ruler and X-Acto knife method. You can print more than one of these out if you want and just hang them up in random spots around your house. Up next is one of my favorites, a framed portrait signed by Gilderoy Lockhart. For this, we're just going to use our scissors to cut it out because it doesn't really have straight edges. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you know. A signed portrait of Gilderoy Lockhart. Next, we have a couple of my very favorites, pages from old wizarding books. Again, we're going to cut this out with a ruler and X-Acto knife. And if you want to add a little extra detail to it, what I like to do is just go up on one side of the page and just kind of rip along just that one little edge, just to make it look like it's been kind of torn out of a book. If you're feeling extra saucy, go ahead and wad them up into a little paper ball and then flatten them back out again, which will give them an even older look to them. And there we go. And no Harry Potter party is complete without the Hogwarts acceptance letter. We're going to be cutting these out with the ruler and X-Acto knife. All right, there is our acceptance letter and equipment list. We're gonna fold these the same way we did the Skeeving snack box ads, about a third of the way up. And then we're going to fold over this way. And there's our acceptance letter. Next, we have Hogwarts library cards. Now, I have 3 of them that are completely blank that you can have guests sign if you want. And then one of them actually has Ron Weasley and Neville Longbottom and other people who have checked this book out. These we're going to cut out with, you guessed it, ruler and X-Acto knife. Next, we have tickets to platform 9 3/4. Use a ruler and X-Acto knife to cut these out. These I would suggest sending with the invitations to your party. And last up for this video, the only one that is printed on 11x17 paper, we have the Fat Lady portrait. For this, we're just going to use our scissors and cut it out.
Now you can take this portrait and hang it on the outside of your front door, and when guests start showing up, you can ask for a password or something if you want. If you do that, don't forget to include a password in the invitations.
Now remember, this is just one round of printables. I'm going to be doing another video with a completely new round of printables, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to win all the stuff that I made today, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, you like this video, and leave a comment letting me know you're interested, and you're going to be entered into a random drawing to win everything that I made in this video. And remember, all of this you can recycle. And that's it for today, but before we go, I've got to announce the winner of the giveaway from my last video, which was how to make your own working Amiibo keychains. And the winner is Luis Eduardo. Congratulations, and just send me a message to let me know where to send your prize. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.